draw points of sound in a 2-octave high column major scale alignment, using the spaces between the lines on lined notebook paper to measure half steps. Scale degree 1, whole step to scale degree 2, whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, half step. Circle that center point. Continue. Move to the right and up one space. Do the same thing without circling the center point. Whole, half, whole, 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 half, whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. In video 11, we learned the origin of the modern interval names, major, minor, and perfect. And we numbered these points from the outer 8 in descending order into 1. Or from 1 to 8. And by comparing the distance to the same number above and below the center 1, remember the larger distance, major from a Latin root that meant larger, minor from a Latin root that meant smaller. Perfect, same distance above and below, from a Latin root that meant the same. In the column you drew to the right, number from 8 into 1. Or from 1 out to 8. On this column, beginning with the 1 and continuing it up, uppercase A meaning augmented is the qualifier that goes between each number. And beginning with the 2 down, lowercase d meaning diminished. The second column is the upside down version of this third column. So start at the top and go down with major scale intervals. 2, whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, half step. It's the inversion of a major scale. Whole step, whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, half step. And take your qualifiers and your quantitative interval number, do it upside down. So what was perfect 8? It's perfect 8. This is now minor 7. minor 6, perfect 5th, perfect 4th, minor 3rd, minor 2nd, perfect unison, major 2nd, major 3rd, perfect 4th, perfect 5th, major 6th, major 7th, perfect octave. Column 1 is the upside down version or inversion of this 4th column. Start down 1 space. Do your major scale intervals down. Whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, half step. Transfer these qualifiers and numbers upside down to this column. D8, D7, D6, D5, diminished, D4, D3, D2. Now I'm at augmented unison, augmented 2nd, augmented 3rd, augmented 4th, augmented 5th, augmented 6th, augmented 7th, augmented octave. Between column 2 and column 1, you'll see numbers and qualifiers on the same line. Just to help you not miss those, connect those with a thick horizontal line. Perfect intervals, unisons, fourths, fifths, and octaves can be 3 qualities: diminished, perfect, augmented. Look at the 4th. Diminished, perfect, augmented. 5th, diminished, perfect, augmented. Unison can be perfect or augmented. Imperfect intervals, seconds, thirds, sixths, and sevenths, can be diminished, minor, major, augmented. Seconds, thirds, sixths, and sevenths. Imperfect intervals, unisons, fourths, fifths, octaves. Perfect intervals.